a quanchrepa and mammono, and no more Akumaa so yem, and no and a musian be brave or drama so, non do a boy ever so do me no. Miakata, miawezo, sala. Jama salam alaikum. Me to able to o manye ke masumo pana. Cha fele ke mena gbile kewo. Ile ka jimene o na noko ni ngo. Ni oyejio. O ime na noko ni sumojio. O to enu noko ne sa na enu ojio. She fe mi enu ni hehia kekeji. I mean, you are still alive. No ba dacha o fele shi dan o ba teshi e sumo pa no nisa no onu no nisa no koka jemi o nothing you get ba bo obla ni fe afi fine because so adawi ase if it's a mo ka ho and oda ho man so enyi from grace to grace and kan amanone fo no mo tie sa na mo ba Ghana mo se no ye be san akoyechi ewa preacher no e was here timi elsra ye nuaba Akumaa mama Zimbi eno nti na obo ade ayadom e ma menuaba ofi Canada aba auntie Edina na madam Edina aye me mo akwa aba de ba odo ahoma so
yeah
obeka modern so
sorry about that.
Don't worry. I just auntie Edina ho and na ode brofo ode chi ode nkrakraba wo no oh you know be so
So
Medase, we have a greeting, so do this. Medase. Yo. And then you get close to the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. And the internet is so mamuti of mamuti medamase. Auntie Edina, Effie, Canada, Abba. I don't know. Now, say you've been listening to Adamasu for how many years now?
For about 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
Debbie, I would say.
At least weekly meet here once a week.
And today, Baba, now it's Wednesday and Saturdays.
Mostly Saturdays.
Mostly Saturdays. Now I free kakra. Okay, do you listen alone? Unkwana utie.
Unkwana meet here, but on Facebook, no. No, down for
na. Now connected. Certain are happening. I'm thanking God. They say mentorship.com. Are you ready? And check from by Saturday. Now you will open up so that the show so people can contribute, and I keep reading for some time now. Mama, I come out the watch it. If there's not Akumaa Zimbi, no, Bibi happen kakra. What ya doing? Website solutions. Almost no, we have to get her a new website, and this time it's mentorship.com. So write it in your diary. mentorship.com. Wait me a comment say issues beba home, but never be brave. mentorship.com. Yo, ati my masia in a no, so Ghana ha, when you could draw a map. I'm from India, I'm a boy, one for once, mamma to ja, I'm a mobi. Basla, media my bemuye, make us a bomb pie. So one so debut by us how could draw no. Now our studio had no by share with India with him, and our problem built me fair more. Let me up what we are saying. Sounds on a mini bar Edna. Wait me if Canada about I said no. I have to see my sweetheart, my forensic and clinical psychologist, right? Breaking it down, Kakram, I know you're breaking it down. So be listeners, somebody who need
okay, patch out forensic.
Me patch out tea, me from patch on. Okay, feel free, yankasa.
Okay. So thank you for this opportunity.
Me da say, skasa me da say. Don't say thank you. Say me da say.
Me da say.
Great. And now about school, Kakra.
Into forensic psychology, no, an aspect of clinical psychology. It's a specialized area.
Okay.
Into the Abane is a program now make a general clinical program, University of Toronto. But my own specialized it. Into now I thought of becoming a detective.
Wow.
Into Unzena Ghana honey see about a detective risking in or my team call honor. See me share professors be now almost so forensic mean to me be someone who say close to detective.
Wow.
But to become a forensic psychologist, first have to be a clinical psychologist. You say you need judges, you need police, corrections and military, and you need offenders. Okay,
offenders are which one was
offend. Yeah, instead I'm from criminals.
Oh,
from offenders because they've done something against the law.
The law. So they are offenders.
Yes, they've
okay.
offended
society
so
or their families.
Yes,
okay.
Their families. So we don't really call them criminals. That's from the psychological perspective.
Great.
Into forensic, yeah, risk assessment. Risk assessment, say their level of risk. Are they low, moderate, or high risk to society, and how can we rehabilitate them? And you trauma reports, my judges. Now you who say be about you only court prison say or prisoner program so yes to rehabilitate.
Na me ntwa wano. Enti na brochire obi koda mo prison ho na opie ba oye great. This is Mike Tyson saying. Adameboa.
Yes.
Ono pedi na mebo. They can dey me hold it. Because on na uboni di wa haka nipa bebre ni one home because of the boxing no. So enti so be a offender no ye dey got 2 cells. So be pia ba no a newborn person.
And only you juma because you believe say bia anko ye and okoye at the bone no. So how best can we help that person to become a better individual?
Well,
and that's the whole mission of psychology. We rehabilitate people, we give people hope. Into clinical aspects, you know, we deal with general clinical issues like trauma, depression, anxiety, stress, work-related, employment, different things. Into you're combining two. No, but now, that means a forensic nerd in classic clinical. No, but yeah.
Wait me a year.
It's me a year. Until I'm say, well, how best can I also help my community?
That's great. Now, when it's me about Drahoma son, see that. Obe save a lot of souls. Even obe great here will go bet me. I didn't course now, but yeah, and education course ben I bet me a forensic any clinical psychology. See, go hana who can I interested? Maybe I didn't courses now obe me. Okay.
Course let's say we say let's say year level 100 psychology.
Great.
And I don't know. I mean me undergrad were Legon and I'm a professor no omo me pa. I mean a former son a medical Canada because almost school school omo koye no na mature GRE na omo I mean first but one day I say first year at least you grade ni year free SS and A levels ubenya psychology course. Now when you are first year level 100, they say to me trap. Because of me,
I grow hot. I will pioto. I'm aware. A bit more sugar daddy need those things that will see dear.
And CSA Umia we nipa because Ghana psychology program no or my structure no to meet the North American European standard. Into transitional core is very easy because courses na ye wahana so similar. Level 100, 200, 300, 400 ye school sa enti ube no like from undergrad to masters there they know you are coming from an incredible department.
That's right.
Enti ye level 100 now we train like 80% upwards on level 200. And then no one major, make sure so be major in psychology. We are then watch your GRE, your masters, and then the opportunities are open. Canada, Australia, US, UK, they have all these programs, so you can, go there.
That's great. Me person will know me high school be. Now make them a wonderful sponsors. I say it's because by their grace. And on Wednesdays and Saturdays now, me timide or drama so about radio
setting values. And I value ne ba ko pa hia yen pa ne aware I say oba de udu stage bi I say worry but the so mu hu ne say we ase no ma mu sisa kakra un say ma ko mu ni ma ko school na yen ye ya adwin say yen worry o but sometimes the demands of the career path and educational expectations.
That's right.
And no ma o kwan to say ebia bibia me go school no say me nko how many African world program or the only black
sir
enti no ube hu say o nia broni ba betumi akọ ye be keeping the funding amano but who take that risk e bi obeba no funding na any scholarship no
na ayira
be ka say yes serious
because monkey so on baby and ni bananas we jumping
and now you are in diaspora unko enti no anya say bia community no won chan bi obi beka say okay wow ye beje akola na mama we sua ade enti o consider san no mani nyina na bi o de aware ni awo ni no ma no
into the microphone great
at to a check kakra
kasa the microphone no it's okay you okay go ahead
enti na say what postpone di benye wo wish baby a wo ebuta bi say wo so me profession me who say is my ministry and bia nyame am obi a purpose and me who other young women from in the diaspora baha ade omo ye otumu so obi a person push continent ni forward na maybe I find say ye nyina ye jai say okay ye nsua de ye nye say ye nyina ye be wo a and it's difficult for a woman.
Development be then abaso. How will development come on?
Exactly. So it's a sacrifice that we single women, have decided to put upon ourselves to go through this phase.
Yeah.
Because it was no mess, it's an opportunity, girl child education money buy I think say generation say Auntie Angela Drum no more mentor inti make say benefit from it but
na oyemu oyelita mo na bomo seriously omo nyina mentor yeah
inti anya say bia na society hu I say ye worry na ehwe woni ani bi na woni ba anya say we want to but so no who says so me my do baby I respect women across board on school or to because we research on market women, we research on refugee women. Who is going to publish? Who's going to be the female professor? Who is going to take care? So I have learned to respect all women because we are all contributing to the development of society, regardless.
Yeah.
And also crowd PhD crowd masters, you respect the one who does your hair for you. And so also you have to respect the one who is also representing Ghana at the UN level.
Yeah.
So then, but society now say chicheyemu, a man, a chicheyemu. I say, oba oni, kuruni, oba de I say, assassin so oba,
or useless. This is because you're paying mother.
I see it to Mrs.
Okay.
I say to me, boom man, I say all women are contributing. We are all pushing society forward.
That's great, Edina. Me Jesus said they were breaking it down to this level. Obi biara ati ase. Because so ada bendita pharmacy for say oh yes family wash aba and afa Jiwa hospital why there so the Jiwa school aba. Hey, and is your university. When you school get by university, I will come here who degree near who certificate. And yet easy cry, you so that woman in say. So right now, let's go to the questions. Call us answer. We nothing. We go back to the conversation here, beautiful lines. Ama your wonderful listeners, may that say.
Okay, so I'll start with the latter caller.
Yeah.
So he indicated that he's with the third wife, the third female partner, and they have 2 children. He would like to marry her, and she's kind of withdrawing.
So she's not ready to.
She's not ready to. So we would have to go into because it's a pattern. He had the first woman, had a second woman, and the third woman. So if there's a pattern, the man needs to know why.
Maybe he's doing something they don't like or they hate.
Possibility. Exactly.
Okay.
So, and then also, when men get to a certain age, it's very difficult for them to part with women and children because now they want to settle. In the forensic work, I work with a lot of men.
Okay.
So when they get to midlife, they are done.
Midlife. They make us say, what you say, men need do baby.
Oh, when you do baby, yeah. Midlife now is say late 40s or 50s. Almost person almost settle. And they are not running round.
No, person ojai sabe the more some or any na no ope oba no tana no.
And na be me be super so casio me benye me across the world. And men do that stage. And see, I was a third woman. I'm suspecting say. Yes, and I'm suspecting say we do that stage, our pet so back and once a man dear to me say men die earlier than women. And see once a man dear to me, but a man maybe I will do that stage. So that's why it's difficult for him to part, away with something like that. It's in his calling. So I think the best way he could, not the best way, some of the things that he could do is to try and communicate. He also needs to look at himself. He could go for counseling. We clinicians don't advocate for divorce straight away. Our job is you talk, do therapy. Divorce is like the last option. So he could talk to the woman, bring in other people, and I'm also a spiritual person. He could also look at the spiritual aspect as well.
But when the woman comes out straight to tell you, you want to marry me, and it takes two to tangle, right? And I tell you, say, me ready, say me worry. And when you say we call counseling, or ban say me ready. So on cancer,
maybe Akumaa, in therapy, we look at a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's not just the outright statement. She's saying, "I'm not ready." Why are you not ready? You've been with him for all these years. You have 2 children. Is there something that, would even something little in the relationship that would make you be with this man? If you're not going to be with him, you have to also let him know why you think, because you have to bring a proper closure to the relationship. You just can't walk away because he will be wounded, you will be wounded. Because
you end up becoming a harmful.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you would go and meet someone, you don't know what she's also going to do with the other person. So we always like to bring proper closure because emotional things are so critical to us.
That's quite a way for psychologist. It's good. That's why I'm asking this question because we have a wonderful listeners out there because I'm forcing to don't call counseling. So there are some questions that maybe say they make out say okay until we say beman internet say now on
first no mon casa no the air cause the source of the problem now say so to me bibia before
a friend or beman friend no one fair or friendly meeting now one may
so I'm trying until how do we know say omba.
Okay, Kweku, the open said, but what the answer over friend your wife to be. Now bon como. Now ya share so yeah ready. Even call me and let me ask her a few questions. And no chinny ready in base. So woman now we don't have it. 0244 26 1200. From 12 na men fast. Send me a text. Now for yen share the nyame ebeye. And more bemumu. I say, okay, sweetheart, the next one.
Okay, next one also, okay, say he had sex with a girlfriend's friend, and he regrets his, the bad choice that he made.
That madness is this some ladies or some women have. One calls them we're down for boyfriend, we're down for kum. Now to me call that whole be a man say nemenna. I mean, what? And also yes, yareni biana. I want to know because too much. I see, I hear. Men are going crazy. Women are also going crazy because of that. Open find the best friend in Konifio. Open took and say you are my best friend, so go and look after my kids for me. One for we there, or befa or ma, fe. So also I knew Kuma, and they now bad boy beer, and I say relative be now drink. So what is causing all that? Any bread, and I'm next way and death. And the money basa.
I mean, there are so many factors. It could be the individual, the choices that people make. So probably he thought it was going to be like a one-time opportunity. Let me just do it.
Hit and run.
And then she...
And unfortunate, so can we fuck for one night? And after you fuck, you both enjoy. The next day, you go to her office. I was like, get fuck. We just did it like yesterday. You're not my friend. Sweetie, me boy, it happens over. And I'm
it does.
Oh yeah. And so the answer, when you're bad out on him side because you've screwed me or you fucked me,
but
you
see,
should marry me.
One thing about sex is that it just doesn't happen in the moment. It comes with the emotional.
Sometimes in the moment it happens though.
No, but Akumaa, it starts from somewhere, so I think from what he said, there was an emotional connection.
When the friend traveled, they were calling each other, and then the woman invited her to come, to come home, and then by the time he realized, he's done it.
Yes. So so you, the individual, you need to set boundaries. You must have some personal standards for yourself.
Discipline.
Because if you don't, it's not just the girl. You could do it at work. You could do it anywhere. And we see it all the time. I mean, I mean, sad behavior. No, ube to me the akwa ejumem, ube to me the akwa. Sorry, enti wo ni pana. Ese wo ma ubu. Now ma who standards be say media lines be there main cross it, because when to me and set standards now ma who you could easily be tempted and you could easily embarrass yourself. But if I call kind of critical and they say he's ready to move on, you know, so moving on, it just say. One, he needs to learn how to forgive and also ask for forgiveness. So forgiveness from
forgiveness from who?
From the girlfriend.
Is that a need for him to inform himself? No,
I think, okay, I'm talking from a professional clinical perspective. Because I think from what he's saying, emotionally, this thing is lingering on. So you don't really have to tell the person in the face. You could bring a closure on your own, you know, where you can say that, look, I did this wrong. There's a therapy approach where emotional focus therapy, we do empty chair work, where you can imagine the person in an empty chair and then speak out and say, look, I have offended you. You know, you're just letting the emotions out, because if you bottle it in, you don't know where it might show
like the
up.
opportunity we gave them for the first calling, someone can be a hamon.
Yes.
By doing that, never call into the year near bank say, Unkwa you'll be bonny and I be via show swa, pewakumia, and I won't pa. Now, any yesterday, Madame Panosaka can say, ya Grace. I dare me a man ye say this say now we so can for
sometimes you can even put a teddy, you can put something, just have the image of the person, because you are scared, or even the person might not be ready to listen and you are ready to move on, but you have to let that emotion out, because if you bottle, one thing about emotion, it hides. So if you don't process it well and let it out, it might explode in a way, so at the point you might go yelling at somebody because you haven't managed that emotion well properly. So you have to, you know, just let it out. Let it out. You could get, there are a lot of my colleagues in town, or you can speak to a good counselor on your own. You could do it. Just let it out. You know, and then also, but when I say wow, so be forgive you, say dear my nipa dear, you're perfect, dear my you know, and yet into akwesi say could you say me, I have forgiven myself, and God forgive me. And then you set certain boundaries. Say, wait, you ain't CPU.
Okay.
Regardless of the temptation, who tempted who, so we're not tempting, no. You know, you have to set that emotional, cognitive, and behavioral, physical boundaries. Not just physical boundaries, but even in your thoughts. So these are the emotional, cognitive boundaries. You set them. You don't even think, you don't even last. You know, feed your mind with other productive things.
That's right. Okay, Yanko next one.
Sorry about the tree.
That's okay. Yanko next one.
So the next one, I'll say, Otukwine, and Obefia weekly.
Weekends.
Yeah, Obefia weekends. Into ne urino efa phone.
Sometimes on any panabon komo and no woho. Other times phone on fakra. Other days or Janiko dem wakakofa. One more dem so babontain. But living with the wife, and they've been together for 21 years and 5 months here and all steady at their way into a hano. That means who send a urina son or crime so because if you're crystal to each other, why don't you respond your phone wherever we are, loud and but also or the distance be to the calls that come in, whether I should pick this one, get in, or even look at it and smile. Am I here in Memansuye? But this time is the man who is complaining.
Yeah, and see, maybe the mechanism again, communication. Yeah, they emphasize on communication. When not 21 years, you know, you just can't let 5 months take away your cherished 21 years.
But sometimes 5 months is deadly.
Yeah,
baby, you better let go, otherwise you die, you go insane. You're going to hang yourself.
But I don't think that, you know, this is not so critical that you have to let.
But people can't. There are certain things they can't take it. You know, it's the little things that kill people.
Yes, but we learn how to cope with each other. Good. We are humans. You know, so again, I would say that, look, this is your partner. You have children with, you know, you could also imagine that you living away the whole week. She's probably, you know, once we're funny, we form bonds. So your absence probably has triggered her to form a bond. Maybe there's a woman on the phone that they like talking.
Or maybe there's nobody.
Yes.
Maybe only obi akona eve such a load of friend. From Marco said they maybe said it or that's super miana. But is it the best way to know whether your partner loves you or not?
Yeah, so I think the best thing is she's your partner. Talk to her. Talk, if you can't get through, you know, we live in a society where there are elders, there are people, you know, talk to someone. There are people that can get to her.
Yeah.
That, look, your husband isn't feeling okay with your suspicious phone answering skills. You know, so
I'll ask him to call me back, and then maybe I'll have to talk to the wife.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes, so somebody should, you know, but he should just take heart. He should just relax, you know. Even if it's so critical, there is always a way out, you know. So, like I say, you know, we clinicians say divorce is the last option. It's not like we go straight into it. Every relationship, even siblings have crises, and, you know, so partners would definitely have crises, but there are better ways of dealing with it. So I think...
Is there a possibility? Kwemi or what? Minim say enche obasako wachi. Na yebenya we bi na ya contact wa na say anyway, this is just a question. Be thinking about it because minim some be school unya time but yebehwe de nyambe. All right, I think where we me boa.
I think so.
Okay. Adishi my ma yenuaba Edina. Canada and Ofiba ye or Benima be brain or be connaissance with your dama so infim me and sending was the main son comechi and Rami Mammy nearby program so dama so. Let me find me name dear Ember to ho near fem moi nipa and pim. And see, I know what's your dama so a name Shira. My cousin was said 2014 a blessing the Mayina Edina aye a forensic and clinical psychologist. Forensic and clinical psychologist. Yeah. Forensic and clinical psychologist. All right. Say no young common so because I may be phone lines. We are so ebisa on some kakra. Ain't you no? And yami at my Friday so beko TV near Adum TV or Dama Swa. Yabeka some proof for crab and net ye. The other man say, ma, you were arbitrary. Any yen so you were gonna hire Pessi a crab retreat. Near was see you whom, near was see a ye, near to say a ye. Any I want an among be brain every year to walk round a honsem, no be so.
You be so.
With lack of broken kakra. So what kind of broken say a chair? Oh,
make her broken.
What kind of broken or
Kak
microphone.
You can't broken kakra.
Mushi am hosa no.
You know no letter
And to me go straight ahead. Says some woman, per se or quad butcher, and they say butcher a day. Because no will be in cockran and I say, what time until some on cock. Cut and say, you many horses, and to say, early 60s, late 70s, no count tea or person and now you can go. A lot of single ladies are going man or crowd doors on share member. And if a single woman wants to travel, I didn't know also here.
Well, I didn't quite so when it says unyabutai a purpose. A purpose of going. And secondly, I say people from all over the world are there. So it's very different. They're very different from baby are you free. On the continent we are totally different. And to say cultural support, family support, you be isolated a bit. And expectations are different. Ejuma expectations, school expectations, and financial expectations are different.
What kind of cultural support and how would you say?
To say, say, as I broach but cultures and Chinese for a woman group, Jews for a woman group. But yeah, Africans, and shouldn't need group as a Ghana for one the Nigerians for one with you say Caribbeans will think it, blacks now say, yeah, think. But other people from other continents who say, more stronger, you know, communal relationship, and a lot of
support
and stake, like they are stakeholders. Into Usha partner, Yadiko approach, you know, more di kind. The Europeans need di kind, any Jews were di kind, yang Africans, no. The Africans, they are core be at the last 3 decades. And the African be a yenya equity kakra, young call for Nibuenia dinner.
More you make
kakra, more point to realize that an answer will say, Ubia penny or how penny or ha. But into Ukosana, so more moody can work on it. And it's very easy for their people to transition and assimilate.
No more
into a more generational, you know, an easier generational pathway than us. It's the and only you know maybe I say who say to say I say Ubia the same, you know.
And first of all, say who my person or 2 bridge that Obi Manswa. I also say me go me day.
Yes, and yes, unya butai. And who consua. I mean, sika 17. Say who go school dia. So who was scholarship ya neboa because school no take up responsibility. And I did back on said, don't ever neglect your community that you are leaving behind. Always connect. Connect with your community, the people here.
Connect me to say, who fi Ghana, I come and say yours, and I Canada no. O family o watching be a
family o professors o juma for wadam for make sure you have those ties you know intact
because which won't make me connect to say koweho
inti enka say oh me kwa abroche then I forget about the people here you know you need them inti ehun here but botai no because because of the different cultures and the dynamics no one here you can easily is a place that can make you or break you.
Why didn't Mrs. Sandra? I said, watch, you know, coming for way,
you will lose your purpose. And see, I did back and say, almost immigration process, you know, maybe you can't travel. It's who drew what, not be different to you. But once you have purpose, and you need to connect, you need to know God. It's very critical.
Yeah.
Because when the isolation sets in,
I wouldn't live in your man. I wouldn't live in your man. Oh God. Cause what dinner?
Now we name Yamia Bia, one fear about a fat quain be sua, and yet. Now I think so no. Say expectation a free fear, see canning moment in one is what of fa baby. But when you have a purpose, you know, in due time, things will fall in place. And then hard work, you know, the way.
And be truthful.
Yes.
To yourself. Be honest.
And be truthful to everybody. Integrity is critical. Because you're very transparent. Remember, you're from Africa, you're an African woman. And to be a best screen, you know, you're trying to take a little shortcut. That could be your downfall. And also here, and then connect with the people that they are good people. So don't feel isolated, but make sure you yes, connect with the positive people there, you know, and have mentors. You know, whether they are Jews, they are Asians, just have mentors. Mentors in your field. You know, that makes the transition also easier.
That means your social network here, your way, internet abe. So if you want to go travel abroad and go and do something, you search, you connect to some people, genuine. You say very fake people are there. And yes, I know which day. So that all mental or be or even now so right away from Ethiopia, now Bolga, Akumaa say, one Sawem, Yendi, and I only communicate. Major, as I say, then say, be a home, you know, high level student, they hear one nude pictures near the church, say no MY, and yes, sir. So you use social media no properly, then never buy.
And I face also, you need to be humble. And then back
in say,
yes. And back again to the purpose. Ukwa, because we say, am I going to stay there for forever? How long would I be there? So if you know you're going to be there for 10 years, this is what I was told, 10 years, you need to start planning backwards.
Wow.
You know.
No, backwards planning the Wednesday. Go plan everywhere.
Yeah, so it's like you have a list of things you want to do within a certain time. So as the years are reducing, you know, you are checking off the list and this A, B, C, you know, so it's like So it's like you're moving backwards, closer to home. That's how I will put it. You know, but if you don't have any plan, it's very difficult. You might, you know, as we say, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. So it's like,
do we still have that thing? These days you say jack of all trades and the master of all. Because you're serious. Oh yes.
You know, but you need to synergize. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can be jack of all trades, but you might not have any, you know, credibility in an area. But you need to center. And every successful person all over the world will tell you they have something something
special,
central that puts them together, or gives them purpose and focus. So you need to have that focus. Look, I'm here, and I think we do it. The young women I've seen do it, and I have a mentorship program for young girls there.
Okay.
Yeah, I meet them every weekend. You know, I started with Ghanaians. You know, I go to the Ghanaian churches. I actually develop a mentorship manual.
Oh, auntie, Canada no call in Ghana for sorry no. And a woman oh yeah then.
A mentorship. So I run like a 14-week, I call it Pathways Through Life, you know, a leadership program.
Age Ben Sana only on my side.
I'm 12 to 25.
Wow.
And both boys and girls. But now I have other children. I have Chinese, Caribbeans, you know, Filipinos, because our people have married, you know, from other cultures. So they are all Ghanaians.
Okay.
We have to help them. You know, so you let them know that life isn't easy. Hard work pays off. There are certain virtues that you need to have. You know, I know we love money here in Ghana. We love beautiful things. But we have to let them know that beautiful things don't come easy. You have to work for it, you know. And we also need to be patient with them.
Of course. It's the patience that we don't have. We always want the shortcut. And we shortcut, you die soon.
You know, and then you look at them, they sacrifice a lot. You see someone who would, Obibeka say, me dedicating me home as a neurosurgeon. And before I die, you know, a female, before I die, I'm going to discover medicine for maybe dyslexia, you know, for some other aspect of the brain, maybe for the frontal lobe. I'm going to do something before I die. And that's their life sacrifice. And they do it. You know, so if we can have that patience for our people, our younger ones, to say that, look, they are dedicated. You know, we have oil, we have this. Somebody say, look, I'm going to become this engineer, I'm going to become that, I'm going to become that. And we support that person.
Do our parents, yeah, will follow more helping to take this decision, Anna? Because yes, can't demo. I feel now, but I say, now I'm corner, research, I've forgotten how they call them. Or I knew. Not I say there's something in the sun. After I research it. Oh, mammy, and I be soon so abruptly. Oh, Yantuma, but as I say, see, die, you say.
But success comes with a lot of sacrifice. You know,
but we need support from home.
Yeah, and you know, the emotional support is critical. That they have to know that success comes with a lot of sacrifice. And people there, we go to their countries, you know, they have nice streets, they have beautiful things. Some people sacrificed, and even our ancestors in slavery went there and they sacrificed for us. So we need to continue with that, you know, vision. Okay, Mandela, you know, a bit to say Mandela sacrifice. Dr. King,
rest in peace.
Dr. King, more sacrifice here, my you know. So be did at Tunis who say, me kwa broche me ko bo me bra. Yes, say, we support. You who say, or they are the papa be ne be fee, and that's all hokurana. The person is raising the name of Ghana high, you know.
Ghana flag, my muscle.
Another thing is like work and stress. So you have to know how to take care of yourself. It can be very stressful. It can be isolated. So you
to walk you man bana wa brand wa tete no. Oba hwe o makra bi aduane afa na okun so be ba nema bebre. It is a stress and I will see it me take control, right? I don't see bending.
And the other back on is self-care. Self-care and say a woman, you know, you give yourself a treat. You go for a massage. You know.
Oh yeah.
And also, so, you know, at least find some time in the day, in the morning or in the evening. Have a reflective time, a quiet time, what we call in therapy, be centered. Inti anopobe kwe juma no, try and center yourself. Inti senpai boka krana se ube be relax kakra no reflect over the day and sana wako into be kwe juma kk krana you are calm because ube kono na wa center hon why what connected with God or whatever you connect with, with your family, you motivate yourself. And I feel so try and have some positive nuggets. Positive nuggets on your phone, lunchtime, you are inspiring yourself with some positive things. And then don't engage in unnecessary conversations,
Emotional drainers. Actually, no one ha, a who here. Oh, Uncle Father and Four, a betty, see, what could you be? What could we adio? Before no crack, and any dear, and that is a walk of family. Sanko from home more. Yes, sir.
And then support yourself. There are a lot of resources. There are reading clubs, there are community programs, volunteer programs. You can things that will take away your stress, and spend time with your children, but importantly, spend time with yourself because, most of the time, we take care of a lot of people take care of everybody, but we neglect ourselves.
It's true.
And try, say, at least in the month, say, we need coverage for those things, like the mechanical massage, those kind of, care. Also, so be to me, a budget, no one call some of these places and just relax, give yourself some me time, makeup, dress well,
Wow. Makeup in the Africa, they have a call. Jai, it's been makeup, so I know makeup, look to say, hey, what a one. Okay, me that say, I just want enough information on a single lady or whoever, because they okay, come on, my man, so. That will pursue to quino, but I've been a see when you saw who could have been our bar, one will only my connected, you saw any papa connected, West Row, Yame, now will consume any fearful, but do be and cost to any good out you. Say, so dear, remember me brave grab which they are more muguha. A year so be brave grab which you muguha, and to me your bar. Me person me call joining me kuno, ewa bridge. Then I was send me who, then I was send me ye, and I'm more pain, then I send me ye, because. Me kunu beka so ka ofale mame 20 days 20 years 1 day betum enti be kwa menye ma adwende because as na be ka okwa na ukuna ka cho say because of inkrata enti no oni broni bi aware o ka kire wuji tumu de me ka say wuji tumu enti mi be koi eye positive adwen na me de ko den na wo se menye den se me ye ono ka say wo be ye wo say my sister ni wo ene no be friend Akumaa akoto me to eme ya enso me kun se me mra hwe se on also ni broni baby ti me ko as a house girl o na ma ko serve wo mo say bi opun aye bi nyina kan say bi oba be house girl e bi okwa akotena broni ni ho na it is on person I mean see that Edna
I think say ye here say nipa bia wo there's a purpose for every life. A woman say, "Why worry?" But as a woman be say, "What is my purpose as a human?" Then you ask yourself, "What role am I playing in this man's life?" And so we feel say, "Oh, kono, going there would add value to your purpose as God's child." Then it's a personal decision you make. But when him say it wouldn't allow you to achieve your personal goal, then what's the point? So marriage, sometimes I've seen, I do marriage couples and marriage counseling, so I've seen quite a few. Sometimes people, and it saddens my heart anytime. Because they be a marriage counseling, we are, and I mainly me in Ghana for, but mainly now for my clients. Inti omokwa question na bibisa say, Adena, why would a woman give up her dream?
But
for a man who is taking her nowhere. And I've never found an answer to that. Because Mibiso Bekasio, because is the matters of the heart. But it's deeper than that. But it's deeper than that. Life is deeper than that. Like, nyame abo until beka say me nye say because of nipa say but only say sa nipa no so no doesn't have you at heart.
No.
And if your papa ne beka say well papers na major no meji amaye enti no one yesa de ne bebo ye nyina but who be so ho a me feminist ideology kaka would you be so who say wo ba na bia ko worry be ma for no be house boy they be say it will happen.
Enti so ba power brochire na o se me kumra ba be house boy ni bro ni bit be no blow so the be
you can't even think of it.
Yeah.
So this is why I ask the woman, ask yourself, what is my purpose?
Yeah.
Enti a woman say wo do no. If you are willing to sacrifice your life for that man who might not take you anywhere, it's not bad. I mean, that is your personal decision. I know the mean to me kasi yeah na yet because you are an adult. But yeah advice it we give people options and then they choose. And to be so who say how is that going to help me fulfill my purpose? How is that going to help my children? How is that going to help my marriage with the man?
Even yourself.
And I na opese woko. You know.
Okay, it's
difficult, but
okay, yen funny say ya down feed ya me dey emfa to hu ya. O kwa koye house help ama ne real husband ne one day nyesa afi kura ne nsam yi. Okay, no na nche but your husband it's you and your unkwala. Now you have to go. What do you have to know? Question mark be any ho. But why am I not to? When it's a filing papers, no, and you'll be adding a chill. Oh, yes, I see, within a year and a half, 2 years, not tomb, then you have to go. And so, what are the things or ban and how bad you need to know?
So, in the first place, the person, Nipana Kacho, and a white year too. Into all corner, and you say you are in denial, like you are aware. Say, this is what, you're going to face. So you have to prepare yourself emotionally. Say, Mikwe, this is what I'm going to meet, and this is how I'm going to cope with it. And first of all, you need to prepare your psyche. That
this your dream.
Just your dream. Say, we muna meko. And to who do what? Say, Juma, the obey, you do, but it's actually going to be very hard.
And yet that easy.
It's not going to be easy. I'm being honest.
And
like,
form.
So I don't know how she's going to cope with it. But ABI say, Sikasamni, if you ask me, she will probably tell herself, say, okay, maybe I'm many. But nipa, a bedroom beer, or Becca mean to me, bio. So she has to understand the financial situation. She has to understand the home situation, the house situation. She has to understand the cultural situation. She's going to be isolated. And it's
very shit in phone calls and say this time was so doom hitter now. I was so hitter now.
And she has to know that it's going to be tough. It's not going to be an easy path.
Easy, okay.
That's the truth. It's not going to be an easy path for her.
Okay.
And Tiabia, Obekwa, so papers, first thing be so pay Juma on one gasa, so upgrading a home, say, make school, may say, may pay Juma say, may start to say, may save it. So, no, I want it.
And some of us would head, so I savings here, I've been more no secret, I didn't send bay. Because Obu Hobby Fowl Cossana, because we are Juma, never trianica, because of this car and a barber fowl. And it will savings we had whatever.
Now say,
we had an work school now, upgrade yourself of a it's not happening.
But who call on so I honor that women are more empowered, like, and then there are a lot of women resources. Ain't Uber to me, I caught. Baby, I can say, look, this is my situation. Yes, I will report it, my police, and you know, near account, but open more for yourself. Resources are a woman, man, or baby. And you bet to me, grandma, or die, and I say, bet to me, grandma, with Juma, wow. And you know,
who aqua tickets, I'm aqua bridge, now, which is open resources, yamwa. Na no is and say my what power bridge more.
But say unim so bano kwa bridge on kwase okoye medu. She has her own plan. So
they can say it's your husband and I invite her. So as I say, but no she say bibia and no ya can and no some say ebe enye easy so wo dwen abay fine but me can there one more instructions bia but you're going
say if you're in a bekasa and your opinion say ebia you should utilize these resources are fine but we nipa obi show us and I mean look at us we were colonized and we fought really fought to get liberation. Yes, and the other baby and nipa because no I won't take this anymore and I know the young guys say be but when the time comes for her to look for liberation there are resources and she can contact and utilize
maybe can menim say abrochi for be braid here odo ahomaso oba e kra be obi a confess at the amount how omuti odo ahomaso etie ti as we speak no obi o how tie na wa hochire mu a obetini akọ hefa na yaboa no
oh say me baby I'm free say
say Canada and a lot of them listen to let's base on them today.
We have a lot of women organizations. Said yeah Auntie Angela Moye or Hane, we have a lot of women organizations, immigrations, community centers, a lot of them. Auntie Ukwa, there are, programs, for women. Daycare, housing, welfare, all those things. And even education, school, we have a lot of community colleges. Auntie, so on Bema will be a student loan. Auntie, you go on Toronto 211 or Toronto 411 and it's there, Ontario 411. All the resources are there, tons and tons of them. And I work in the community, so you can go there, you can walk into any legal aid offices. Sometimes we do a lot of pro bono assessment with the legal aid lawyers.
Okay.
Ube to Miyako, and there are a lot of resources. Sometimes, I mean, your man, our sisters, ebi omunko school kakra na ya na edin. Ya no musro say.
Oh, sister. Because oko kwe go bi san bro phone timi. Ya ka so tro bi kra won timi.
Wadi omunim say baby am ye adwuma no kra wo pamphlets in twi.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, at the hospital.
Twi kwa na mo. I was some more twi kro bo house. Jagoma ewe. Ye woni nyina ho.
Say woni nyina ba say twi no na say kasa. Abrofo no obi as you see twi into it's very funny how they pronounce it, but
tweet.
But your resources in Tuesday, they are trying to get into the community, but they are not. Your money be true.
Okay.
Until me say many money across the continent. I will let you know the resources that are available for you. Yes, to me, boom. When I say Uko school, you have to let the information be translated to your people. On the ground.
Okay.
And a man in our community, only to me, I could way, say me, I can women power liberation. What is always our and you're not near man. You help a woman, you help a society, you educate a girl, you educate the whole community.
And they make and say, dear, come on. Ma be me bia anwen bone because e bi kra oba no o ma ne kwan e no go bi sasa ni mo e be help o kra be ma no ene nkwala ni nyina but before maybe phone lines now maybe a very last question now fe once we run something up then I open the phone lines and ye den kra ene ma e be nya power e to me e wo abrochesa e ba say because across oba 119 say 11 police be pass here or ban whatever it is say was see a deport say was see a bundle from coming to the house e ban say what is the magic and I want hear that research
yes research.
Okay, so let me know.
It's a whole topic on its own.
Really? But also will cost here into the Bobby Pomaye.
It's Usha women's empowerment now. Your generational pathway. Sisiano Yen generation is your friend the fourth wave.
Okay.
And the ones after us are the fifth wave.
Okay.
Into first wave I say queen ni mama no mo. Say they conquered a lot of countries.
Yeah.
A lot of European countries, the continent. I saw bar nedaso. Even in Canada, no queen crown is still nedaso. unse usheni passe, you know, you suppress someone for a long time. They want liberation. See, I say women for generations have been suppressed. Women were not allowed to vote. Women were not allowed to go to school. I want to say, ain't you know, kakra, people were fighting for the equality. Ain't you know, that phase, you know, I said the third phase, you know, they really fought and they got what women wished they could get. We could vote, we could do this, we could do this, we could do that. But sometimes they're extremists. And see, feminism and my empowerment. Now, you were different groups. You have the extremists who would say that, look, you know, we can do it better than men. We shouldn't give the men. So there's some kind of vindictiveness over there. But the empowerment is good.
Empowerment is good.
You know,
we enjoy the power.
You know,
we enjoy it so much.
But we are not saying that we are suppressing men. We are saying
sometimes we do.
That's what I'm saying. You have the extreme. But that's the extreme.
Okay.
And also, a successful woman, you know, you need a man by you.
Sure.
We can't rule the world alone. You know, we need the men.
Yeah.
They have what they can do. We have what we can do. And you know, now I say because a man who have been suppressed for some time, no. And so be our experiences. And not as someone drink a crack.
Okay.
And also in your position, it's just like some poor people.
Yeah.
As a people who are wounded, wound easily.
Yeah.
So you've tested poverty before, so you get money. You don't want to go there. So you will do everything to keep that power.
Okay.
So you have those extremes, but in most cases, no. You find that equilibrium. So who say, you know, my professors and Mema professors, they respect each other and all that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, woman say, but we also need to know that women have done well.
And Paul, yeah, dear. They will say, "In I boy, ambasso." Yo, yeah, the baby, yeah, my baby phone line. See, my baby phone line. So we bet me, Africa say, Mikuma brochure was some membrane, rules and regulations, or the amamini. Me person me go school a brochure in some I can't say many. And is that not what you can answer more? And I'll be difficult question. Be a far brochure who I said somewhere or Honsona or watch the Waunia Benny. Oh, friend, obey me about directions. Now, do you have anything to say? And I am visa calls, no, na actually, because normally, no, a year na divorce abroad, no, a year man and a year benefit more. I didn't hear.
Send a society now, and society, no, a protective man, because they who say, that pathway now make an first no man to me so we don't have that economic power and authority. And still a money business baby now I say Nikru Jana, what is she going to do? Obey the in society ni buano.
Okay.
And in most cases no there are more female victims than male victims.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, one memo. No, most of my, like I said, I went into forensic work because of women, but I have more male clients.
Really?
Because I said, if you're able to contain him and help him, he's together, and you will see that reflection on the family.
Okay.